Okay, hi, we're back with Illustrator and we're working on this name tag shape, and we were trying to make a kind of a more interesting looking name tag shape, and we were using the anchor points and the handles that come with the anchor points to kind of make shapes and things like that. We're also using the black arrow key to move the entire shape and the white arrow to move anchor points around, so we can do stuff like that. Okay, so it's kind of interesting. I'm just kind of trying to find something cool with the shapes and things like that. I kind of like that. It looks like I work at a 50s restaurant right now. Okay, one of the things I can do also, and this is the point of this video, is that I can add anchor points now. Because right now I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 of them, and they're tied to the corners. But what if I wanted to move something here or stretch something? I can't do it. So what I have to do is I have to add anchor points. So I'm going to this tool here, which is called the pen tool. And I'm going to click on the little corner of it and see what my options are here. Get this to go for me here. There we go. I'm holding it, pushing down and holding it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this and go add anchor point. Okay? So I'm going to go like this. And as long as I'm on the path and I click, I can now add anchor points. Now these kind of anchor points are going to be, I'll show you, they're kind of specific. But what I can do is I can, they'll help me do stuff with the top here. I want to make a kind of like a crown or something like that. Okay, now that I have these anchor points, I can use my white arrow selection tool to do things with them. So here we go, boom. So I'm back here. What I want to do is see this point here. I want to move it. So I can move it up here. And I can move this one here like this. And let's say I want to keep making kind of like a crown. I can go like this and kind of do whatever I want and kind of let you kind of freeform it here, right? But what I'm doing is I can only do this to the extent that I have anchor points. So one of the things that happens when you're doing this is that you have to you may have to add anchor points to your design and things like that, and it's totally common. It happens all the time. So here I'm going to add some more, like that. Okay, I'm just sticking them in. I just go point and click, and I go back to the white arrow selection tool, and I just kind of keep working with them. Okay, so it lets me do you know, some interesting stuff. It depends on what I want here. But I kind of like what I got, and I'm gonna kind of go with that. Okay, so I've got these sort of 3 kind of ridges. Okay, and I've got this sort of you know, kingly looking thing over here, or sunshiny, or clouds, or something like that. And I like it. Okay, and I'm gonna put some more anchor points in here to kind of do some whoopee. I see that it said I didn't have it. I wasn't on a path. So see how it says path? See how that little green thing shows up? Green words say path. It's letting me do it now. If I'm over here, it'll give me an error message. But if I'm here, it's happy and total happiness. Okay. Now, one of the things that was interesting about these anchor points was that they came with handles. Okay. These ones, notice that they don't. They don't even have them. So that's sort of a bummer. So I can't do anything curvy or curvaceous or, you know, like turning. So I don't like that. But one of the things that this option gives you here, this pen tool gives you, is that it gives you this ability to convert an anchor point. And if I use this, I can kind of change the anchor points to have handles. So here's how I do this. I go to this tool, I go to this, and I hit it. Okay? And now, if I go to this anchor point, it'll show up with, whoa, it didn't do it. Hang on, if I go there, maybe I didn't hit it now. If I go here, hit it, there it goes. I actually have to pull on it, I'm sorry. If I go to it, it'll kind of make the handles that we liked from before. So this is good because then I can do curvy stuff with my anchor points. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna go like this and pull on it, and then it'll make a curve. So I can make it kind of like a waveform if I wanted to here, and that's good. And I'm going to continue doing that for these anchor points. like that, and that seems good. And then I'm going to go back over here, and I can play with the, you know, the level of curve that I want on my design here, and like, you know, what I want. This just becomes sort of, you know, you have to kind of, you know, you don't want to make things overly curvy or, you know, strange looking. It's sort of like, what do you like, you know, and what would look good. But I'm working on that. But this lets me work like with paths and curves and things like that, and that's good. Like this one's still not a you know, curvy anchor point, but you know, it's sort of what's available. So we can use this kind of technique to kind of modify. Like, remember, this was just a round rectangle a long time ago, and now it's become something bigger, different. You know, hopefully more interesting. You know, just sort of different. So I kind of like that. I'm gonna leave it, but that's what you can do with you know, changing anchor points and adding anchor points.